Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode here on Terminator Tuesday. As I mentioned before, over on my Instagram page, Terminator Golf, I featured this trip out to Scottsdale, Arizona. And this here is the back nine from Grayhawk's Raptor Course, which is going to be the site of the NCAA's Division I Golf Championships for both the men and the women in the upcoming 21 and 22 summer. On that front nine, I held it together and was able to break 40, shooting a 3 over par 39. And I'm hoping to break 40 again here on the back nine. And here we go with the 10th hole, Quill Creek. We got a par 4 under 400 yards for me, so I'm taking that 2-iron off the tee. And out here in the desert, that thing's flying about 265 to 275 yards off the tee. And with this wind behind me, ooh boy, it's really starting to kick up. We're up here on the side of the hill in Scottsdale. Now, I didn't really understand that these golf balls were flying really far. I thought I could take something off of that 9-iron that would normally go 155 yards back home, but nope, nothing got taken off at all, and that thing's gonna fly right over the green. A tight lie off a weird slope here.
Oh my god, it just took off.
And I was able to really nip my sand wedge and hit a good shot, but boy, oh boy, were these greens really running quite quick for being out at 110 degrees here on this afternoon. A long one here to save par. Let's just knock it close, avoid the 3-putt, and hope for the best with the bogey. It's going to be another bogey, dropping us to 4 over par.
Touch it.
Now, have you ever completely set up to a golf ball and just watched it fall over in slow motion like that? That's something that happens to most of us every now and then. A par 5 here, handicap number 1 because it's 615 yards, so we just got to unleash here on this driver. Ideally, you're going to stay away from the right-hand side and away from that bunker off the tee shot, but this one was flying right towards it, and I really thought I caught it off the tee, but luckily it landed in the soft fairway and landed right here in this intermediate cut. So, I mean, it's over 300 yards into a par 5. I'm going to take that 2-iron. Really trying to keep it down out of the wind. We're going right into it here, and was able to hit a very solid shot here, leaving myself a really good number. 102 back into the breeze. I'm going to take my 125 club, that gap wedge, try and hit it pin high. Now you can see where that pin location was. Here at this golf course, they can absolutely tuck some pin locations into some corners that you just do not want to attack. This one I left pin high, 30 feet way off to the left. Again, no 3-putts, right? It'd be really nice to sink one of those long birdie putts, but to leave yourself a tap in par, that's perfectly okay, especially on the number 1 handicap on the golf course. Here we go. It's on to the next hole, hole 12. What's it called here? Mountain Lion. I guess it's because you're staring back right up into those mountains. And the Pinnacle Peak, I believe, is there in the background. That's the general direction that all of the slope in all of North Scottsdale is facing. So that's uphill. If you look down the mountain towards Phoenix, that's all downhill. So sometimes you're going to be looking at a dead straight putt, and it's just going to break. And you're going to be like, what? What's going on? Well, it's probably down towards Phoenix and away from that mountain. Hit a great drive here. Had a nice 9-iron into the green. Again, I had another flag tucked behind a bunker. Nothing wanted to be easy today. I tried to cut it off the corner of the bunker to the flag. Unfortunately, I cut it from the flag to the edge of the green. And I left myself another long birdie putt here.
Roll out.
And I couldn't quite get that one to the hole. But, you know, it's another effort-free tap-in par, and we're going to go on to, quite honestly, what I thought was one of the hardest golf shots I was facing the entire day. And here on lucky number 13, Burning Bush. This is a blind par 3 at 230 yards up the hill, and when I scoped it out, it said it was going to play about 240 with the hill.
That's so good. Come on, baby, go! Woo!
I really caught that 5-iron absolutely great, and because it was downwind, it was plenty of club, landed on the green, soared right over it. So that there was my 64-degree wedge, and I was really feeling comfortable with it. I mean, this golf course is a sponsor of Phil Mickelson. This is where his golf coach is located, and they got all sorts of memorabilia all through the golf course. Phil Mickelson everywhere. So let's pull off a shot just like him, and what do you know? Get up and down for par. This one's Serenity. Well, it was nice and calm, I guess. Let's hit a 2-iron off the tee. And this one got a big hop down the fairway, bounded on down and down into the bunker. It was a nearly 300-yard 2-iron there. My gosh. Whoa. Okay. 125 yards is a standard gap wedge. I like to take a little extra club when I'm hitting out of a bunker, especially a fairway bunker, but this one was absolutely perfect. And you heard that thump there on the bottom. Man, I caught that golf ball perfect. And I left myself a very makeable birdie putt here for the first time in a few holes. Gonna take my time, gonna line this one up because this one's turning a lot. Man, to have a golf ball finish on the opposite side of the hole is just, oh man, when it's that close. Come on, gotta make those putts sometimes. Here we go, high point. You're up on top, looking all the way down. Downtown Phoenix, way off in the distance. I got a tip that I heard from Rory McIlroy when he talked about hitting it into the wind with a driver. He talked about keeping his chest as high as possible. He likes to stand as tall as possible through the shot, and that allows him to stay level and really hit a penetrating drive, really get it down through the wind. Versus with most drives, you kind of want to, get down and through that ball. This one, he likes to stay up and on top of it, allowing the golf ball to penetrate right through the wind. I've kind of adapted that into my game, and it really helps with those into the wind drives. Really makes me comfortable. I was able to hit a 7-iron here on the green, but this was one of the trickiest greens on the entire course. I was sitting here in this really weird little valley. Couldn't really figure out which way it was going, but it's okay. I lagged another one up there, and just going to tap it in for par and move on to the next hole. Yep, I knew I was going to miss that. Man, oh man. That thing turned like, 6 inches for a 3? Oh man, okay, whatever. I missed it. It's a 3-putt, it's a bogey. Okay, 5 over par. Let's just bring it home and break 80 here. This one, the wee one as they call it, well, they built a brand new tee box all the way over here on the right-hand side, presumably for the NCAA championships that were supposed to be happening right before I got there. But due to the Rona that's going around to the whole world right now, they couldn't have those this year. They're coming on down next summer, next June. Really hitting some good lag putts. Finally feeling the true speed of these greens out here in the desert, and I was hoping that the rest of my trip would be as consistent as this. Now, I'll give you guys a little prelude. I said the rest of my trip. 2 more days means 2 more rounds of golf. That's all I can do per day. That's all I can really, it's 100 degrees outside, let's be real. So coming to you over the next few weeks will be a few more rounds of golf from out here, and I'll tell you what, that they are from courses like this where tournaments can be held in the desert, shall I say. And here on the 17th hole, I hit that drive. It's a kind of a drivable par four here to finish the round off. And so I figured, let's take the driver, and left myself here on the right-hand side and just trying to get up and down for birdie at this point. But boy, it's another tricky green, kind of a multi-tier green here. So facing another 25, 30 footer for birdie. But oh man, I gotta really hit these putts sometimes. But look at me, just stepping up and hitting it, thinking I can just knock it in every single time. I got it that time though. That's another par, and we're on to the 18th hole, which, hey, it's another par 5. Now, this is handicap 3. If you noticed, both the par 5s on the back 9 are considered the 2 hardest holes on the back 9. That's not normal. Not normal at all. So here on the 18th hole, there's a bunker left that you really got to avoid. You got to kind of push your drive out to the right-hand side. Now, if you see on the right-hand side, there was another bunker and water off to the right, of course, protecting the approach all the way down. Now, when I'm in the bunker here and the slope's off to the right, I'm taking a full 6-iron, and I'm just absolutely not going to go right. Really caught it clean, got my feet dug down in there in the sand, and like I said, was not going to go right, so I ended up on top of the hill, up on top of the bunker, and boy oh boy, I had a really weird downhill chip shot here. That's nasty. I got water behind the green, but I also got that bunker right behind the green as well. Uh-oh. That's a blade, but oh boy, just rolls right over the backside of the green. And luckily enough, the bunker caught it here. Nice little angle, not really enough room behind me there to set up a camera. And okay, I'm gonna leave myself one more putt here for par. This one here from about 15 feet. Let's go home with a nice made putt. How did that not go? How? Oh man, it's another bogey. That's no birdies on the back 9. That's not normal. I like to make birdies. I really do. Everybody likes to make birdies, don't you? I do too. Well, please subscribe if you haven't already, and join us again next week. Like I said, a couple more rounds from the Scottsdale, Arizona area. We'll see you again soon. Later.